I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. We haven't checked in a while on how Truth Social is doing financially and how is Digital World Acquisition Company, the SPAC, the special purpose acquisition company that's supposed to merge into it. How are these entities doing? Well, as you would expect, they are absolutely tanking. They're doing horribly. I mean, just look at the stock price of the SPAC that's supposed to merge into Trump Media, which controls Truth Social, Digital World Acquisition Company. It's currently at $12.96. It's down like 85% since its high. You know, when it was overhyped and I said, this looks like a pump and dump scheme. I mean, it is absolutely crashing. Let's go over just some of the recent filings that Digital World Acquisition Company has made with the SEC. So on April 25th, they filed a notice with the SEC that they had failed to file their 10K annual financial reports on time. And this is what they stated in their 8K filing back on April 25th. They said, on April 19, 2023, Digital World Acquisition Corp., a Delaware company, received a notice from the listing qualification departments of NASDAQ stating that the company is not in compliance with NASDAQ listing rules because it has not yet filed its annual report on Form 10K for the period ending December 31, 2022 with the Securities and Exchange Commission. NASDAQ listing rules require listed companies to timely file all required periodic financial reports with the SEC. So they filed that notice on April 25th, but to be fair, on April 26th, they then filed their 10K. But when you look at their 10K and you look at take a look at what their acquisition criteria is. And we'll go into in a moment the litigation that they are facing and their other risks. But let's just look at their acquisition criteria. It says, consistent with our strategy, we have identified the following general criteria and guidelines that we believe are important in evaluating prospective target businesses. In the event that the merger with the Trump Media business combination is not consummated, we intend to use these criteria and guidelines in evaluating acquisition opportunities, but we may decide to enter into our initial business combination with a target business that does not meet the criteria. Just look at what their criteria is. So target size of the merger. So an entity that Digital World Acquisition Company wants to merge with. So right now, they're saying they're going to be merging with Trump Media, but what their target is, it says, consistent with our investment thesis, as described above, we plan to target businesses of total enterprise value from $400 million to $2 billion in the Americas. So 400 million to 2 billion. And then it says businesses with revenue and earnings growth potential. We will seek to acquire one or more businesses that have the potential for significant revenue and earnings growth through a combination of both existing and new product development. And then it says it wants a business with potential for strong cash flow, strong management, benefit from being a public company. We intend to acquire one or more businesses that will benefit from being publicly traded and can effectively utilize broader access to capital. And then it says defensible market position. We intend to acquire one or more businesses that have a defensible market position with demonstrated advantages compared to their competitors and which create barriers to entry against new competitors. So if you just look at the criteria of what Digital World Acquisition Company, the SPAC, says they want to merge into it, literally none of that criteria applies to Trump Media. Let's just take a look at Trump's recent financial disclosure that he's made in connection with his campaign for the Republican nomination for the presidency. If you look at the valuation of Trump Media, just look at it. Trump Media and Technology Group. What is the valuation? $5 million to $25 million. So far short of 400 million to 2 billion that Digital World Acquisition Company says it is looking into for a merger partner. Now, Digital World Acquisition Company does state that they may decide to enter into business combinations that don't meet that criteria. But if they say they're looking for something with billions of dollars of valuation, and now the Trump Media Company is valued between 5 and 25, it doesn't even come close to meeting the criteria. And again, when you look at their monthly visitor numbers and you're talking about less than 7.5 million monthly visits, not even unique visitors, I mean, it's an utterly failing business.
Our next partner is Kleiman Financial. Now, in an unpredictable world with pandemics and who knows what, life insurance offers those who rely on you financial freedom and peace of mind, knowing that if something were to happen, they would be taken care of. Life insurance can also be used for your own needs, including long-term care, illness protection, and a way to build significant cash value so you won't ever have to put the burden on your bank account. That's why I'm so happy to introduce you to our next partner, Kleiman Financial, a son-father insurance brokerage firm founded in 2014 by Yair Kleiman. This independent insurance brokerage has the ability to help you obtain life insurance, disability insurance, long-term care. Whatever your family needs, Kleiman Financial can help guide you and obtain it. Kleiman Financial, they take a hands-on approach to get to know you personally before ever putting a policy in front of you. And Kleiman Financial, they pride themselves on having a fully customizable and bespoke approach that works on an independent track to deliver you the policy that best fits your needs. All their recommendations are tailored to your specific situation. And at Kleiman Financial, their intimate team has over 80 years of experience between them. They commit themselves to being not only with you today, but to guide you through your financial strategies with your ever-changing lifestyle. Now, I've personally met with the founders several times before agreeing to have them come on as a sponsor because I just know how serious the subject matter is. And I have to be honest, they didn't just meet my expectations, they exceeded them. They showed me innovative solutions to age-old problems that really opened my eyes. Don't believe me? Call them yourselves and see how they could help you. Kleiman Financial agreed that as an exclusive offer to MeidasTouch listeners, you can call and speak directly to the owners of the firm. That's right. Head to KleimanFinancial.com/Meidas and schedule your call today with Kleiman Financial and speak directly to the owners and figure out what insurance policy best fits your needs. That's Kleiman, Klyman, financial.com/Meidas right now to see how they can help guide you to the right coverage for your family.
Okay, so now let's take a look, though, at the litigation risks. And then I want to show you Donald Trump's posting of QAnon memes on the social media platform, on Truth Social. So wouldn't exactly meet the criteria for defensible market positions or benefits from being a public company when you're posting QAnon memes all day. So if you just go into the listing proceedings that are in the 10K filing, this is what it says. Legal proceedings. We are cooperating with a FINRA inquiry concerning events that preceded the public announcement of the merger agreement. According to FINRA's request, the inquiry should not be construed as an indication that FINRA has determined any violations of NASDAQ rules. So there's a FINRA investigation. We are cooperating with an SEC investigation, including responding to several document requests and subpoenas from the SEC to us and certain of our directors seeking various documents and information regarding, among other things, meetings of our board of directors, communications with an evaluation of potential targets, including the Trump Media Group, communications relating to Trump Media Group, agreements and payments made to certain advisors, investors, including investors, meetings and agreements. The SEC has also issued an order of examination pursuant to Section 8E of the Securities Act with respect to the S-4 registration statement relating to this transaction, and a further subpoena in support thereof. The subpoena seeks additional documents and information with respect to, among other things, communications regarding and due diligence of potential targets other than the Trump Media Group. In addition, the company and each member of its board of of directors received grand jury subpoenas seeking certain of the same documents demanded in the above referenced SEC subpoenas, along with requests relating to the company's S-1 filings, communications with or about multiple individuals, and information regarding Rocket One Capital. These subpoenas and the underlying investigations by the SEC and the U.S. Department of Justice can be expected to delay effectiveness of the S-4 registration statement, which could materially delay, materially impede, or prevent the consummation of the transaction. So multiple SEC investigations, DOJ investigation, FINRA investigations for their potential criminal conduct relating to the merger. And by the way, the whistleblower who provided lots of this information to the SEC and the DOJ are former Truth Social executives who got screwed over by Donald Trump, and they are the ones who provided information about Truth Social to the SEC engaging in fraudulent conduct according to the whistleblower complaints. And then if you actually look at the content itself on Truth Social and the types of things that Donald Trump is posting, Media Matters did an incredible report. And the report's called, "In his first year of actively posting on Truth Social, Trump amplified QAnon promoting accounts nearly 500 times." The article says, since Trump started posting on Truth Social in last April, Media Matters has tracked Trump's amplification, and they say that Trump has amplified QAnon promoting accounts at least 471 times. It says specifically among those 471 amplifications, Trump amplified at least 2 posts featuring content from QAnon central figure Q. Trump amplified at least 20 posts featuring Q, the QAnon slogan, "Where we go one, we go all," or WWG1WGA, or Q+, or a term some QAnon supporters use to refer to Trump himself. Amplified at least 100 individual QAnon promoting accounts, tagged QAnon account without any other text in his posts, amplified posts from a QAnon account that appeared to suggest that a video from Trump was related to QAnon because they said it was 17 seconds long, a reference to Q being the 17th letter of the alphabet. So you just have Donald Trump using this failing social media platform to post messages about a death cult. And I know that, and I appreciate the reporting of Media Matters, but where's the large media networks talking about this stuff? Not only is this a failing entity, but he's using it just to promote a death cult, to promote QAnon. It's utterly pathetic. It's utterly despicable. And then you just have the fact that Truth Social has all of the hallmarks of all of Trump's failed enterprises, right? The hype at the outset, the kind of pump and dump aspect of it, which only benefits Trump and screws over investors. Like, they fail to pay their bills to key vendors. There's been reports about that. And they're embroiled in all of these criminal investigations, totally incompetent. They didn't even register the trademark on time to Truth Social. Just a complete and utter mess. And so I don't suspect, in my own opinion, I don't think this merger between Digital World Acquisition Company and Trump Media is ever going to happen. I don't think it's ever going to ever go public. And just like all Donald Trump endeavors, I think it's going to utterly and completely fail. But we will keep you posted there, of course. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers, thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch, patreon.com/MeidasTouch. And also wherever you get audio podcast, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. All right, hit subscribe here on YouTube. It is free. Thanks for watching. I'm Ben Meiselas. Have a great day.
Hey, Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.